Yeah, hello and welcome to our Banter Blitz show here for Wednesday evening. At least it's evening here in Europe. So let's get the first game rolling. I'm going to play... Well, that was a misclick. I actually wanted to play another guy, but it's still fine. Let's get rolling against Caesar. Okay, I'll go d4. Yeah, hello to all of you in the chat. I hope you're all fine. And now he's not playing. What are you doing here, Caesar? Well, I need to get a game going. Yeah, hello to Butterfly, to Bärenstarker in the chat. Okay, yeah, Caesar is not playing, so I'm going to abort that, not wait so long. And I wanted to play, who is it? Gardel. He had challenged me even this morning. Yeah? I want to play you, he wrote. Okay, so I'm going to get this challenge rolling. I need something nice and quiet, so I'm playing the London. It still has some points. Okay, he played knight c6. Usually this is not such a great idea to to block your own c-pawn. But okay, it's nothing terrible yet. I'm protecting my knight. Yeah, I hope you are all right. I didn't have a show last week. I've been away from home in the nice little town of Villingen, Germany, which was the place where the German junior championships were held. And I had the opportunity to work with a couple of very nice, talented kids who were participating for my state here, North Rhine-Westphalia. Yeah, North Rhine-Westphalia did quite well in the championships. We scored a couple of medals that were not totally expected. Oh, he's giving me h7 here, Gardel. Whoa, with check. He absolutely had to play h6 here. The kids that I worked with didn't get any medals, but I think they all performed roughly as was expected according to their ratings. So it was quite okay. You always hope for more, but I think they did a good job. So let's see. Isn't this checkmate? Check on h8, king f7, knight g5 check, takes, queen h5 check, and queen g6 mate. Yeah, so this is a checkmate. Can pre-move this. As mate next move with queen g6. No matter what he does after g6 or king f6. Yeah, thanks for the game. Yeah, it's a mate next move. Yeah, there's still the question in the chat, how did my pupils do? I was kind of okay with their performance. You always have to see it in relation to their ratings and the ratings of the other participants. And in all cases, there were I had three. They were rather seated in the lower half of the event. And scoring roughly 50% or -1 was okay. There was no outstandingly great performance, but also nothing terrible happening. Okay, I've got a Nimzo here against Tjark Foes. Probably not pronouncing this correctly. Yeah, I'm playing the line that Jan Gustafsson is promoting here with the video series on Chess24. I have to admit that I watched the series, but it's been quite a while. So I don't know the details. I have to basically make it up here over the board. Maybe Mr. Tjark Foes is rather better informed than I am. How about a new series is Skibby's question. You mean a new video series for Chess24? Or what are you referring to exactly? Yeah, this is, I guess, correct. Rook d1, queen c7. Yeah, I think I'll take it. Black definitely has a decent position here. Yeah, there is a new video series in the making for Chess24. I'm currently working on something. And I guess it will be released in the next couple of weeks. So it will be a series on the English opening. It will be a repertoire based on 1c4. Schachmonster GT asks if I have a coaching license for the German Chess Federation. If not, why not? This is difficult. I don't have a valid one at the moment. There are 3 classes of licenses that you can shoot for: A license, B license, C license. You start with a C license and work your way up to the A license. In order to get the A license, you have to make the C and B first. And I actually I did all those courses for getting the B and C license years ago, close to 20 years ago actually. But these licenses, they need to be refreshed. Yeah, you have to do courses again, and I never did that. I never had the time while I was still working full-time in the office. And now if I want to make the A license, which would be kind of interesting maybe to get, I would need to refresh the B and C license first, which takes ages. It's something that I might ask the Federation if there is some way of doing this without spending lots of time, because frankly speaking, you don't learn anything that is kind of useful. It's just having those papers. So it's it's nothing that is very high on my list of things to do. There are some occasions where you need a German A license to do things. For example, I think I'm not allowed to coach junior players at the World Youth Championships, things like that. I'm 42 years old. I got those licenses at a pretty young age. Oh, that's a long question. I have to check it. How can you make a living while teaching chess in Germany? It's a good question. Yeah, it's not like, I mean, you're not going to be, it's not something that will earn you lots of money, but it's okay to get along. I mean, I think if you're willing to put in work, really lots of hours per week, you can get along quite well by teaching chess. But the first thing that you have to do is you really have to get to start to work and put in some hours. Some people think, okay, if you do chess, you do nothing. This is of course not the case. You still have to do stuff. Okay, what about this position? I was intending rook d4, but this he can just take and take h5. That's not good. And it means that he will probably get a4. Maybe I can play for h6 though. Yeah, I tried to play for h6 and see if I can do something with this slightly weakened king position. This is a good move. He's stopping this. Not easy here. We put a rook on the 7th. Well, there's a question by Schachmonster GT again. If I would recommend to get the C license. You know, I think that when I got this, it was kind of interesting. Lots of things. It's mostly about how to teach younger kids, which is something that's really different from teaching adults. But well, I did all those things like 20 years ago, and I'm not a huge fan of doing everything again. But if you never did those courses, I think it's kind of interesting to do, because some information might be useful to you. I mean, there's no rocket science. Yeah, you shouldn't if you have like 9-year-olds, you shouldn't schedule a 4-hour-long session, for example, or something like that, when they are completely exhausted. Or yeah, there are also some interesting things about nutrition and things like that. So I don't know, it is kind of interesting. It's not totally useless. It's just that if you have done it once, there is no particular point in doing it again. Okay, he's threatening queen takes d7 in this position. Tja, I cannot do much here. No, I don't have a home page. This is kind of strange, I know, but it never materialized. I've got my YouTube channel, of course, but I don't have a home page in the classic sense. It's something that has been in the making for quite a while, but it never got completed. Okay, I have to speed up a little bit here. My queen on h3 is quite irritating. Yeah. He's playing this quite well here. I have no time. Probably a bad move, but the time is the main issue. I had a pretty bad game also. I just had a better ending and totally misplayed that. Oh, blundering the rook. Yeah, I won on time. Anyway, I'm not going to be Mr. Nice Guy here and offer draws and stuff. I mean, I know how the Banter Blitzes are played here by Jan and the guys. I play on time here, I don't mind. Okay, so let's get a new game going here against maybe Vampire. So Vampire or Vampire. Let's see what he's coming up with. Yeah, Tjag Fo's Ice in the chat. Yeah, very good game. I think you defended this well. Not quite sure how I got into this bad position, to be honest. From being a pawn up, that was pretty bad. Is that a line? I think, is this a theoretical line? I think it almost is, or it might. We'll see. Something like this is known, but probably not the precise position. Do I take on f4 here? I don't know. I'll take here and play knight d4. There is something like that also with b5. b5 is an idea. Maybe the rook will take here. I don't usually play this. I kind of stumbled into this situation here. Not quite sure why. What was my... Ah yeah, I played knight c6 on move 2. It was almost a pre-move. So it doesn't seem so bad here, right? Queen g3 is losing the queen, so... Oh, Vampire, that's a queen. I'll take queens if they give it to me. Okay, let's go for a somewhat older challenge here. I'm doing this basically randomly, but... Let's go for an older one. US flag. Maybe I've got some American person here. Let's go c5. Some Sicilian for a change. Yeah. You don't get the open Sicilian that often nowadays, unfortunately. Yeah, you look at all your Najdorfs and whatnot, and then they play stuff like that. Try to answer the chats by the players. Sometimes it's difficult. Okay, here I'm attacking the bishop and the... Oh, he's giving me that on b2. Happily taking the pawn, and I will get the exchange on top. The thing is, I have to be a little bit careful here because of the dark squares. How do I challenge is the question. Yeah, I think you have to search for my account and then go for challenge. Okay. Okay, I think d5. Oh, he takes it. That's surprising. I think this is rather helping me a little bit. Okay, let's go here. Intending rook e8. It's rook e8 is a threat now because queen f4. There's knight e2. I didn't put up the Chess24 logo in the back of my room. It's all technical magic here. Okay, so what do we have? Yeah, let's go for the Jagex. No, there's no update on the Chess24 video series yet on the English. I have started to work on it, but I couldn't do much during the German juniors, which I wanted to do. I wanted to work a little bit there, but it wasn't possible. I was just getting not enough sleep. It's a difficult story. It's not due to excessive partying or so, but the way this was set up, it was difficult to catch some sleep. The room was so bright. Okay, castles here. Let's go bishop d6. Knight g3, I think I have h5. Okay. If I sacrifice now, is that going to work? This is the kind of thing you just play and see what happens. The English repertoire, is it the same repertoire as in the quality chess books? No, I wouldn't say so. I mean, some lines are similar because they are just the best lines, but I'm going to do a couple of other things. It's a little bit too early to elaborate because I have an outline for that, for the repertoire, and I basically know what lines I'm going for. But you fine-tune while writing or while compiling the information. I know it from my book project. You think, okay, I'm going to play this line and that line, and then you look closer, and the specifics, they simply, they demand changes. This is a defense, yeah. Okay, I didn't think about that one, but okay, I'll take it. Knight g4 is a pretty strong threat, which I don't really see a good defense against. Yeah, I still have knight g4. The thing is, I also have bishop g4, which could be good as well. Knight g4, there's rook e1, after which I'm not quite sure. I don't think I'm winning immediately. I think this is also quite good. The idea is knight f3, pawn takes, bishop takes, and then queen h3, queen g2 mate. It's not exactly easy to prevent. In fact, I think he has to avoid queen d2 here, as then I'm able to do it and I will win. He has to keep d2 open for a knight, I think. But it actually doesn't make a difference. I think knight f3 will win. Okay, let's see what move he's playing. Yeah, Jake X resigned. And knight f3 will be tough to meet. Definitely. Okay, my idea is knight f3 takes, bishop takes, and then queen h3, queen h2 mate. I don't think it can be defended. Okay, so who do we have? Just randomly accepted as another challenge. Kip Nipun Kaka. I'm going e4 here. Yeah, analyzing your own games is a very good way of improving. This is a discussion in the chat. Analyze them without a computer. Invest some time in understanding what your thought process was and what possibly was wrong with it. A very good way of improving is doing that and then discuss that with a stronger player or with your chess teacher, with your coach. Nipun is not playing. Not playing here. 3, 2, 1, abort. Okay. I don't want to let others wait because we have so many challenges. Yeah, okay, what about this? Nur spielen, which means just play. Okay, we have a Sicilian, and I'm going to play the open Sicilian, even though this is not my usual battleground. Okay, I'll play the Sozin variation here with bishop c4. And now angling for long castles. It seems that my opponent knows something here. This is not a good idea, or not a good sign. Not a good idea is wrong, but my main chances in this scenario are that my opponent is even less informed than I am, and I have no idea. I mean, almost no idea. Okay, let's get the queen over there. And I'm shooting for rook g3, h3. Okay, I think I probably have to take... It looks dangerous, right? Rook g3, knight g7. Yeah, okay, yes, knight h5, but isn't that still going to be very dangerous? Okay, he's got the rook coming. Okay, but this I have to do anyway. So rook h3. And now, knight here, knight to f5 looks good. That's almost working. Knight f5, e takes, bishop d4. I'm dropping g5. Oh, it's a 3-minute game. This is a 3-minute game. Okay, let's do this first. I'm just going to attack here. Not trying to find a direct mate. There is probably something. Okay, now there is something, I believe. But so f6 I'm just going to take, huh? And now check, check. Yo, okay, check. Yeah, this is a fun part of playing 1e4. Sometimes you get those really nice attacking games going. But I don't know about this opening. It's so who do we play? Let me win. Yeah, you can let me win. I won't object to that one. So let me win. Let me win. Let me win. Okay, Bärenstarker asked me if I'm aiming to finish my GM title. Yeah, not actively at the moment. I'm playing two little tournaments. I mean, too few tournaments, and I'm not really working on my own chess that much, which is the biggest issue. So let's see. Currently I'm really much more focused on my teaching activities, and yeah, it's the main thing that I do. To be honest, I actually enjoy teaching a little bit more than playing at the moment. I mean, I enjoy to play a tournament here and there. That's all cool, but it's not that I need to play event after event. Okay, d6. What is white going to do here? I think he's got bishop g5 here as a possibility. I think that's the main move. No, he plays this one. Interesting. Okay, I'm trying this. Maybe this is nonsense actually. I was thinking of some queen h4 ideas, which is one of my favorite motifs in chess. I always love to play the queen there. But he has got bishop f4, which is something that I have not paid any attention. I didn't pay attention to. Queen h4, bishop f4. Well, okay, it's not that. It doesn't make any sense. I shouldn't have done that. Okay, I mean I can just develop stuff, but I didn't plan this. I'm a pawn up though, so I think all in all nothing went wrong. Skibby is asking a question for training kids. What I think is the best repertoire choice for kids against e4, e5 for white? That's an interesting question, a really interesting question. When I was now playing at the German, not playing, coaching at the German juniors, it was very apparent that the Italian game is the absolutely most popular opening there against e4, e5. I think it's taught a lot, and it's not a bad choice per se. I mean, the Italian is a sound, solid opening. It's not going to be refuted anytime soon. Everything's okay with it. However, it sometimes is a little bit boring, I think, also for the kids, because it gets played so often. Yeah, I mean, they sometimes play e5 with black, get the Italian game, then they get the Italian game with white. I mean, what's the fun there? So I think the Italian game, I wouldn't go for the Rulo pass, first of all. I think this is something that can be done at a later stage, but I think it makes sense to cut a long story short. I like the Scotch. The regular Scotch game. I mean, not the 4-knight Scotch, but the lines with knight c6 and e5. They are sharp, they are tactical, they're interesting, and they are not that well known on the junior level. So I think this makes quite a compelling case for looking at the Scotch. But it's also a matter of your own preference, maybe, and also the kids' preference. I mean, they have to play the position, not the chess teacher. An opening that I absolutely hate for kids is the King's Gambit, for example. I think this is a completely wrong idea. Gambit play is great for kids because they learn piece play, but the King's Gambit is not a gambit based on piece play. It's just a weird opening where you weaken your king and all kinds of things are happening that don't make that much sense, to be perfectly honest. So it's not a good learning tool. Yeah, so what is this? I'm just a pawn up, which is good. Still has to be won. I've got a good time advantage. This is nice. Don't have that so often. Yeah, of course. I mean, I absolutely don't object if a younger player, a junior player, wants to play 1d4. I'm totally fine with them playing main lines. The only thing I wouldn't recommend is really kids playing 1c4, playing very closed positions. That's not a good idea. They need to learn piece play first. But 1d4 is okay. Yeah, so he wants to play. It's not that easy. I don't think I played this too well. It's a bit awkward. The highest rated player I've ever trained. Oh, this is not going to be a super impressive figure because I'm not. I don't have that much experience with teaching, of course, and yeah, probably around 2,200. So what is this? Yeah, he's getting some kind of activity going here, which I don't like. Not easy to win. There's a question, what kind of exercise I would propose for a child who does not dare playing any move. If it doesn't want, he doesn't want to play any move, this is not a good sign. I mean, there should be some move that looks attractive. Most of the time, kids rather have the problem that they play too quickly and overlook stuff. Okay, so knight to e4 maybe. It looks okay though here. I can attack a couple pawns here on the king side. Okay, yeah, good game here by let me win, but I think I was a pawn down most of the time from the opening, and the position, I think it wasn't full compensation. Okay, let's accept a new challenge. Yeah, please keep the chat in English if possible. I mean, I don't mind the odd German question. Yeah, I'm a full-time chess teacher now, but I'm only doing this for 2 years, and it's not so easy to get. I mean, if you are an international master of 2,450, you're asking for the highest rated players. You don't get players with 2,300 asking you. So you mostly work with players of the 2,000, 2,100 level, and this is what I had quite often. So I never had the opportunity and time to get someone at, let's say, 2,100, 2,200, and yeah, get them to improve to 2,300, 400, something like that, because that simply takes a lot of time. You don't do that in 1 year or 2 years or whatever. It just takes time. And this is what I was trying to say with that. The only chance for a player of my level to train somebody who's higher rated is actually to get them at the younger age, and yeah, help them to improve to IM level or higher. It's no problem at all for me to compose some good exercises, let's say, for a grandmaster. That's no problem at all. But the grandmaster usually won't come to me to get lessons. Yeah, it doesn't happen. Okay, what happens here though? I can take here, take here. It looks like a pawn, right? So I've won a big center pawn, not a center pawn, but the c pawn. That looks nice. And those pawns, they have a very clear idea what to do. Oh, now we have all kinds of Spanish chat or whatever. Well, whatever you do, don't insult people. That's not a good idea, especially not in a foreign language. So, no, we don't have moderators. Okay, with f4, I'm stopping any e5 business. And this was to support the pawn chain so that I can go a4, b5 next. Come on, guys, please cut the non-English chat. I understand that we have some German viewers that at times ask a question in German, but please don't overdo it with the non-English chat. What do I think about the Botvinnik system? So you probably are talking about the Botvinnik system in the semi-Slav. Maybe please be a little bit more precise there. I guess you probably are talking about this, but there's also Botvinnik setup in some other openings. I usually do 5 minutes. I play 3 minutes as well, but 5 minutes is a little bit easier for the commentary. Rook c3 is to prepare king e3. King e3, you had the check on a3. And I just need king e3 and then b6, b7 is promotion. b6, there was bishop a6 and I didn't want to deal with that. And here I can just, cannot do that, okay. Let's go here. It's still okay. Yeah, so how to do this? Probably play rook a3, get to the a file. You meant the Botvinnik system of the English opening with c4 and e4. This is rather good, of course. There are a couple of versions of that. With e5, with c5. The c4, e4 setup against the English is always okay. There are some versions, I think, where white really has an opening advantage, like with against c4, e5, g3, g6, and so on. I think white has reasonable chances of being really better. I mean, not like much, but a little bit better. Against c5 setups, I'm a little bit more skeptical. I think there black should be equal. But it's still a very playable setup. Yeah, here I'm going to ask black about his next couple of moves. I play bishop c4, and then he's reduced to rook b6 to b8. Okay, Open Up says, accept my challenge and trash talk me so I can watch and giggle later. Okay. Okay, let's see. I will see a couple of challenges. Yeah, so to finish this about the Botvinnik setup, the c4, e4 setup in the English, it's a very playable setup that has some universal appeal, of course. Yeah, you can basically play it against anybody or anything almost. Okay, I'm playing Mr. Open Up. Trash talk, I'm not so great at that, I think. So the Nimzo. Bishop d2. This is a, well, okay, this is a trash talk move, yeah. This can only be played by people with, well, very low ambitions. Tja, but it's a legal move. What can you do? It is a legal move. Oh. Do you still see the board? I think, is everything good here with the board? It seems a little bit, it looks a little bit strange here. Oh no. I hope everything was okay with the board. Okay, it's back again. I don't know what happened there. It was a bit strange. Yeah, there was a technical glitch, but we're back to normal again. Okay, so e5, not sure about it. Yeah, it's back. I'm sorry, I don't know what happened. Okay, I'm preparing e5 here. All this is not perfect, I have to admit. Yeah, white is a bit better here. But it's not a big deal. It looks better because of the space, but I already have 2 pairs of minus traded, which is quite important. Now I get a 3rd minor piece traded. And this is important due to the lack of space. If you have less space, trade pieces, one of the most important strategic guidelines that very often still is neglected. Yeah, his problem is now I want to take on f3 and plant a knight on d4. And it's not so easy to avoid, I think. Yeah, there's some typical questions. Schachmonster GT. How long would you need to bring a 30-year-old player from 1700 to 2000, and how much would it cost him? Yeah, it's a funny question. It's difficult to say those kind of things. I think it's even possible. It depends on the particular player. It's even possible that 2000 is not within reach for a player with 1700. It is possible. I think it's not often the case, but there might be people who simply don't have a knack for the game, and it's not easy. So it's hard to give those kind of predictions or promises. I think it's very difficult. It depends a lot on the individual person. So, do you offer remote lessons? Yeah, I do most of my teaching via Skype, so I guess that would be a yes if remote means via Skype. Okay, I can take on f3 here, which really looks good. I just wonder if I have something better. I can take... I don't want to trade that much. Maybe this move. I think for most people it's possible to reach 2000 from the 1700 level. But don't underestimate the time that you need to invest. It's just lots of things that you might need to learn. It just takes time. I learned chess mostly due to books, and I also use databases quite early. I mean, I was a very early adopter of ChessBase and things like that. I never had a chess teacher or a coach, something like that. Simply didn't happen back then. Completely self-taught. So a6 is a very lame move, I know, but what is white supposed to do here? the knight, rook and queen will be pretty nice attacking force. Yeah, g3 is a good defense, but I think I can grab that pawn first. So open up. Yeah, I mean, I didn't trash talk much. It's really not what I do usually. Is this something? Can I somehow get some attack going here? F5. F5 is not a very serious move. Yeah, I don't know. Oh, I hope I'm not blundering the queen here. That would be rather embarrassing. I still have some squares though. That's good. I should go c6 to keep my c-pawn. Okay. Yeah, now I can win more stuff. This is a full rook. Open up. Okay. So, what about this? Katzenpfote. That's a good name. Okay, I go e4. Vary a little bit. So let's go for the fantasy variation against the Caro-Kann. This is a line that I think is quite interesting for white players to explore. If you want something completely different, let's say, against the Caro-Kann. Okay, we transpose into the French now. Funny. Okay, he actually has an extra move with c6, but it's not very important. Yep. Are books enough without a coach? That's a good question. I think with modern tools, I mean, we have books nowadays, we have videos, we have software, we have all kinds of things. You can do a lot alone, to be perfectly honest. I mean, I am a chess teacher. I earn money with teaching chess, but I still have to be perfectly honest. It is not totally necessary to get a teacher nowadays. We have many opportunities to do it on your own. What a teacher can do, it can help you to do the right things, let's say. Nowadays, it's actually more difficult to filter out what is helpful and what is not helpful. I mean, it's we have more information nowadays than we can digest, is what I'm trying to say. Not very successfully. And a coach can help with looking at the right things, let's say. Oh, it's kind of annoying here. If I take bishop takes, the rook hangs on this bishop b5, so I probably have to do this. Doesn't look great. And what a coach can do is can help a lot with the dialogue. Yeah, looking at a game together and point out some important things that are very specific to your game. This is of course impossible to do with a book. Yeah, so analyzing your games, for example, with a teacher is very, very helpful, and cannot be done with software. I mean, a computer can tell you potential improvements on a move-by-move basis, but cannot tell you a correct plan, let's say, or things like that. Okay, so I'm going to shoot for an ending. Yeah, you can use the engine to help you, of course. No, I'm sorry, I don't know a tutorial how to use the engine on Chess24. I don't do that so often. So we have this ending here, queen and knight against the bishop. Okay, let's see what to do now. Queen c5 maybe. If he trades, this should be quite nice. Queen a5, there's a4. No, I have not seen the Bobby Fischer movie. Okay, he tries to put the bishop on e4. That's something that I was thinking of, but I wasn't sure if how much that really helps. Wow, g5. Now Katzenpfote is really playing ambitious chess. I think I can take and play queen d6. After the trade, I have a double threat of d7, d8, and the bishop and the pawn hangs. There's a suggestion to improve at chess to marry a chess-playing girl who's stronger than you are and good in the kitchen. What kind of chat is that? Okay. What's happening here? Queen to c2. Definitely. Wow, that's not easy at all to handle. So it's a queen c1. I don't have a move with the king. Knight e1 is ridiculous. Wow, okay. Okay, let's do this. And think about this again. He always has this queen c8 stuff. If I go queen c1 maybe. Queen c1, g4. I don't know. Knight e1 then is stupid. Knight h4 is very weird. Maybe just h3. No. Then bishop e4. And I can go around. Okay, maybe this is an idea. This is what I meant with I can go around. Do I think strong chess players share the same type of personality traits? Not sure about it. There are some things that are definitely very helpful and probably are shared, but oh, now he's got bishop c2. Got distracted, and I cannot check there. Okay, do this. I could have gone to c5. Stupid stuff. Okay, I can still do it. It's a double attack, and then take there. Yeah, there's some discussion. I don't think that strong chess players are necessarily crazy or weird or whatever. I don't think they are. Also, this kind of labeling as normal and so on is very difficult. I think if you look at nowadays top players, they don't strike me as particularly weird or anything. Yeah, I have a good position again. I don't know what happened here. It was really, really weird. Okay, now it should be difficult for him to keep the pawns. Yes. Happy to get h4 in. Okay, so Katzenpfote. Yeah, it was a good defense. I think you probably had a good position. Pretty sure. And somehow it didn't get too much. Okay, Kostakis 02 is the next opponent. Going back to d4. Let's see what we can get here against Mr. Kostakis. Yeah, Queen's Gambit. Yeah, let's play Bishop G5 line. I don't do that so often. Usually play Bishop F4 based setups, but you can always vary the play a little bit. Guess to h4, not completely sure. Okay, I have all kinds of tempo moves here. Okay, he took in one move, and now I'm able to put the bishop back to b1. Let's see if I can do something here based on that diagonal. Knight e5, for example, is an interesting try. G4 is probably a bit too shaky. Knight e4, is that a move? Going back is also not bad. I can actually play knight e5. As knight e5, there's bishop e5. Bishop f6, I mean. Knight e5, bishop f6. He has knight g6 though. His board hurts my eyes. I like the blue and white look. It's also approved here by the guys from Chess24. So, okay, let's see what he's. I think he has to take e5. Oh no, actually I have d e5, queen e5, bishop f6. I'm taking a long time to spot those tactics. So, not easy for black then. I'm threatening knight d7 winning. He has to do something about it. Maybe rook e8, something like that. Rook d8. g6, and then I'm going to take. Okay, and now how to win this stuff. Let's see, I need some more pieces, I guess. Bishop g3, bishop e5 most likely wins, but I'm not totally sure. Knight e4 is also looking good. Knight e4. And then knight g5. Yeah, it looks good. Let's go knight e4. think the main idea is probably knight g5. I don't threaten yet to take twice on f6. No, still has that covered. But knight g5 is looking quite strong. This one, okay, so knight g5. So what am I threatening? Queen h6 and bishop h7, maybe. Also just knight e6, knight e6 and knight f7. Should be a little bit too much. I don't see a forced mate though. Like queen h6, king g8, bishop h7, king h8 still hangs on. I know bishop f5, bishop e6 mate, okay. No, I don't see a move. Oh, check, okay. Revenge check, I guess. Okay, so let's go for the mate now. King h8, bishop f5 check, and bishop e6 mate. And checkmate. Yeah, that was a bit too forthcoming. I think this kind of position looks tricky already with bishop b1, knight e5, difficult to play. Okay, so let's see, a new challenge. Who do we have? It's difficult. It's a long list of players. So let's go knight f3. This is my main move actually. Let's play it for a change. I mean, this is my main move in tournament chess. Looks like we got a Grunfeld reversed here or something like that. Okay, maybe transpose this to a Banco. Reversed Banco. A tempo up, this opening gets to be interesting if g6 is played. I haven't lost the game yet. Oh, really? I didn't count. Probably yes, yeah. I had this very bad game where I lost, where I won on time, but yeah, bishop f4 is a bit unconventional in the Banco type structure, but it's not so bad. The idea is to play knight e5 against knight c6. This is what I'm expecting anytime soon. Yeah, I've got very nice compensation here for the pawn. Very likely I will win the b pawn. It looks like a difficult pawn to hold. A difficult pawn to hold. It looks like it is difficult to hold the pawn. This is probably a somewhat better way of of phrasing this. I don't like my a3 knight though. Oh, he can trade here and play knight a4. Ah, that's not so good. Okay, it's not fatal. I definitely have to have to improve that a3 knight. Angling for knight to d5, but I'm not quite sure even if this helps so much. Yeah, taking on b7, there's probably rook b8. Rook a5. Sorry, rook a5 maybe. That looks interesting. He missed it. What did I miss? Something? Very likely. Not quite sure what I missed. This is why I missed it. Yeah, so so can I do bishop b7 now, right? Sorry for my voice. Been a long day. Yeah, I've gotten a pawn back and now I can take the a6 pawn. Yeah, I guess I can. Rook a8. Okay, not a problem. Okay. Rook a8, I can go rook a2 for knight b4, so it's not a fatal self-pin. Oh, this is nice. I could have actually just promoted maybe. But okay, it's no problem here with this ending. Picking up d4 now. Yeah, it's a reasonably easy ending now. The Benko reversed is good in some versions. I think it's pretty good if the pawn is on g6. Yeah, like, I'm not sure if I can do that. No. Jump back to an earlier position, I mean. Yeah, I'm also winning the g-pawn now. Yeah, maybe go up. I mean, it's gone anyway, the g6 pawn. I haven't lost the game yet. I think for the final couple of games, I'll just select the highest rated possible opponents. Okay, good game by Colin Cohn. I'm trying to, as I said, rack my rating and play some higher rated players. What about this? Jonathan Sanchez Milones, FM. That's maybe his name, eh? Peru, from Peru. That's cool. So let's play the King's Indian Makogonov. and see what Mr. Sanchez Milones is coming up with the e5. Okay. Going for g4 next. g4 next. g4, bishop e3. Nah, bishop e3 only if I'm kicked, of course. Queen f3 is an interesting way of playing this for the going for the pin here. Okay, so I managed to provoke h6. Usually something that is quite helpful. Helpful for white, I mean. And now I'm expecting him to move the knight and play f5. Some f5. b6. Wow. You've got time for luxurious moves like that. Okay. Okay, I don't know, h4 looks strange. Maybe not a good idea. Okay, let's do this first. Is it a 3-minute game? No, it's 5 minutes. That's good. So what's the deal here? I mean, just queen h5 looks good. I thought bishop takes h6 is the idea. Knight f6, queen g6 is also dangerous. f4, bishop c5 looks better for white. Okay, but still he has to go f4, I think. Oh, that's an interesting position. 2 knights against 2 bishops. Usually I'm all for the bishops, but not in this position. Not in this position. Oh, interesting stuff. Okay, we'll see. I think my knight should be good here. Black has quite a bit of coordination problems. I wonder if rook h5 and stuff is an idea. Let's do it. And now to h1. Not sure about this. I think I'd rather retreat the knight here. Bishop g5 maybe. Knight f3. He can take c4. I'm not sure about this at all. It is good for white, I think. So let's see. I'm not sure about this pawn, if I should actually cover it at all. I don't like to play b3 here. I can, I don't know. We'll go king f7 or e7 and then And I can double first, of course. Let's do that. I can do this first, threatening to win the rook. There's a question why there is a lack of endgame videos on Chess24. I'm not sure about this. And if you wouldn't have mentioned it, it wouldn't occur to me that there's a lack of endgame videos. To be honest, I'm also not totally sure that the video format is great for endings, because in case of endings, you have to actively work yourself a lot to understand, go through some possibilities, play things out against a friend or against the computer, and many possibilities. It's not as easy to learn endings, I think, or easy is wrong, effective is the right word, from a video than it is by doing it with a book, for example. And invest time. It's a matter of time investment. Rook g7, there's rook h8, so I'm winning the g5 pawn, I think. And I'm ahead on the clock by quite a bit. Yep, happy with my position. Let's consolidate. Maybe I had g5 or something like that, but it's totally okay. Not able to win stuff. Activate a little bit here. Don't get the pawn, unfortunately. I had to play. Okay, now he's sacrificing things. Go up. It's double on the 7th. Okay, I'm winning on time. Okay, it was a good win against Jonathan Sanchez. Was that unrated? Yeah, he challenged me unrated. Okay. Move noise without check or takes noise. Interesting. Not sure how to set this up. Okay, I'm going to take a completely random challenger here. Bad Wolf 1403 it is. Okay. Nice to have someone from the chat. Okay, Bad Wolf. Make your move. Okay. It's maybe the last or next to last game. Oh, e4. That's a very early setup of that Botvinnik system. I don't think that this is particularly great. Queen f6. There's f3. Queen h4. Can speculate on g3 here for knight f3 checkmate. It won't happen. It does happen. Okay, Mr. Bad Wolf, I cannot say good game here, but I anticipated g3 somehow. Okay, that was probably the quickest checkmate ever in Banter Blitz. So, it wasn't the last game. I've got time for yet another challenge, playing Wooden Hat 2170. Okay, Wooden Hat. Wooden Hat. Yep. What about a game? Yeah, it's not playing. Okay. Then I have to play Schachmonster GT, which kind of tries to say that I keep avoiding him. Let's play him. What does the GT or GT stand for? Gran Turismo? Or something like that? Okay, Mr. Schachmonster. Got e4. A Schachmonster should play some King's Gambit, but he doesn't. Plays the Italian game. Okay, and not bishop, not knight g5. Knight g5 is a bit more interesting. Okay, we have this somewhat boring Italian game instead. Okay. So, bishop to e6. Knight to f1. Now that's slow, but very standard. Okay, I'm trying to open up with the better development. Yeah, Miktal asked, why are so many grandmasters playing the Italian game nowadays? Yep, they don't have a clue what to do against the Berlin. I mean, okay, that they go for the Italian shows that the Berlin is really solid, because in the Italian you also don't have anything. But yeah, it's I think it's very understandable. They just want to do something else. Okay, how to play this? Yeah, this is an idea. Like a5, queen e6, b6, knight e7, c5. This is a typical way of handling this kind of thing. Okie dokie, queen to c2, very likely. No. Okay. If you insist, I'm going to take it. It's slightly tricky. I don't want queen e6, knight g5. Okay. Queen is out to... Oh, it's dangerous. It's dangerous. The Schach monster is making life miserable for me here. Oh my god. Whew. Maybe I shouldn't have snatched that pawn. famous last words. Okay, queen g3. I thought knight h5 still is okay. Probably. Oops. Queen g4, there's queen g6. I hope I'm... Open up, says Geoff Lawton. I don't know who that is. Even weak chess players can see what most grandmasters see. The only real difference is the ability to evaluate the final positions. No, I entirely disagree. it's about this, but it also is about how far you can actually calculate, how many moves. The stronger players are almost always getting deeper, simply. Also it's about knowing things, simply knowing what has to be done in a certain position. This is a matter of knowledge, and this is something. Oh, come on. I'm threatening checkmate here on G2, Schachmonster. I'm going to do that. Okay, checkmate on G2 against Schachmonster GT. Okay, so I hope you enjoyed the show. We're already done here with the 90 minutes. And yeah, got many questions as usual. I hope I could answer most of them. It's not possible to read the chat entirely while playing, but I think I got most of them. Yeah, I'll be online again next week, I guess, unless there's something special happening. I don't know. We've got Shamkir, the Gashimov Memorial, coming up. Not sure if there's something happening there next week in the evening. I don't think so. So I guess I'll be online again in exactly 1 week. Hope you enjoyed it, guys. Thanks for watching.